A lot of stuff we do in calculus involves functions, right? So now that we're in polar coordinates, how are we going to think about functions? Here's a drawing from the previous video about microphone sensitivity. So my question here, and that's a cardioid. Remember, cardio often means heart, and this is kind of a heart shape, although upside down, I guess, or pointing sideways. So the big question here is, would you say that theta, the angle, is a function of r, or is r a function of theta here? Well, think if I specify, and remember this is a gain pattern, so it's like how much sensitivity does it have in this direction, and that direction, and that direction. If I specify sensitivity, is there only one angle that goes with that? Well, if it's a fairly low sensitivity, you could say, well, I could get that sensitivity from kind of this angle or from that angle, so it's not uniquely specified. But if I said, for this angle, what's the sensitivity? For this angle, what's the sensitivity? For this angle, what's the sensitivity? Then it seems reasonable that for each angle, there's exactly one sensitivity. So that says that r, which here is the amount of sensitivity, is a function of theta. So we're going to say r is a function of theta usually. It'll get more complicated. I guess we'll say to start with. So instead of saying y equals f of x, now are we going to say r equals something theta, or are we going to say theta equals something r? Well, here we're saying y is a function of x, and we're saying r is a function of theta, so we're going to say r equals some function of theta. But this is confusing because our ordered pairs, we usually give r first and then theta, but we don't give y first and then x. So it's an unfortunate notation issue, and we just have to get used to it. Even though our ordered pairs give r first, not theta. So if you know the determinant, the independent variable versus dependent variable, which actually isn't all that great notation in stats, it's completely misleading, so I don't encourage it. But in this case, if we want to use it, x is often thought of as our independent variable. Here, theta is thought of as our independent variable, even though we're giving r first in our ordered pairs. So let's go plot some stuff. What do you think the graph of r equals theta is going to look like? How about r equals log theta? Or r equals 1 minus 0.9 sine theta? You could try sketching them out for yourself, but we're going to go do them in Desmos.